Hello, it's Sean from Billy Goat Wargaming. This is going to be the first of a new vlog series on the Mexican Revolution, which I have to admit was an era and period that I knew very little about prior to Peter Pig beginning development of the rules and their figure range. So I did buy a few figures, probably before Christmas actually last year, and painted them up probably a couple of months ago now, just to see how they went, and they were gorgeous. I then went down to Weymouth and had a lovely time staying with Martin and playing, I think it was 4 or 5 games actually, of the Fighting for Mexico rules that are nearing completion. So obviously I need to get 2 armies at least for this now. I've absolutely fallen head over heels in love with the period. It's similar, I suppose, to the Spanish Civil War, and really fits into my interest in all things civil wars, regardless of when or where those were fought. The next video after this will be a History 101 for those of you that don't know much about this period, but it is a fascinating period. There's 10 years of conflict, lots of interesting characters, not just Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata, but lots and lots of interesting characters, lots of battles. Martin Goddard at Peter Pig has done a hell of a lot of research on this, and he's really to be commended for showing the enthusiasm that he is for this era, which is a little known era and little wargamed era. And there's not an awful lot in the English language talking about this. It is a Central American revolution after all. But anyway, I have over the last couple of days prepped up my first army, which is a government army or Federalista army. And this is the first unit that's complete. So typically with Peter Pig, just gorgeous sculpts that really, it's a bit like colour by numbers. You just have to get the paint in the right spot and the figures do the rest for you. This is a very basic paint scheme, but the Federalistas had, as I found out today, a khaki coloured uniform, a light coloured khaki uniform, and this blue kepi. There's lots of different headwear actually that was worn during the era, and I've got units in each version of the different headwear. So the next unit after this will be painted, will be these who are in this cap, but painted in a very similar style otherwise to these guys. But I just think they look lovely on the table. And this unit's actually got a standard bearer, so they're going to be having a flag added. I've got the colour wrong probably on this officer's uniform. I think it should be in blue, but it doesn't matter. It's a revolution. Who knows what the supply system was like. Got a little HMG here with the loader and spotter. Gorgeous. So these were basically sprayed with a bone colour, a few details added, and then a wash of the Army Painter soft tone, which really suits the colours here. There's not really much to it, but when based and put together in a unit, and this is a unit of 8 bases, not including the MG. That is the basic unit within Fighting for Mexico, the Peter Pig rules. There can be more bases added, but that is how it starts. So hopefully over the course of maybe half a dozen videos or so, which will include some painting videos, the history side, and hopefully eventually the gaming side, as the rules get closer to completion, then it'll build up a nice little series that you can follow and maybe take a look at the Mexican Revolution yourself. There's not an awful lot of figures out there. Peter Pig, I think, almost certainly have got the largest collection, certainly in 15mm. And they're still adding to it now. There's still bits of figures coming out, and I know Martin's working on some buildings which are going to look excellent. I know they are. So this is the first unit. There's probably going to be 6 units of a similar size to this, plus a little bit of cavalry. Now cavalry, the really mounted infantry, they aren't sort of charging around slashing you up, and in the game that's reflective really. If they catch you in the open, then clearly they're going to charge you down and cut you to death with these sabres, but we are talking about the era of the breech loading rifle and machine guns, so the battlefield was becoming a very dangerous place for cavalry to be. So what I'm going to do now is crack on and make a start, if not finish painting these other federal istas, government troops, and I'll get back to you in the next video to show you how they turn out. Okay, thanks for watching.